Hello from Miss K. Now we are on our first week of online learning. This is March 23rd through the 29th. I do want to let you know that I will be holding daily office hours every single weekday, so Monday through Friday from 2 to 3. Now you can of course send me an email or a private comment in Google Classroom at any time and any day of the week. But you can be guaranteed that you'll get an almost instantaneous response if you shoot me that note any weekday between 2 and 3. If you feel like your question or point of confusion can't be handled in the form of an email, let me know. Give me your phone number and I'm more than happy to give you a phone call to walk you through whatever it is that's giving you trouble. We're in this together. All right, so let's take a look at this week's materials. I do want to show you something I've modified a little bit in Google Classroom. When you log in, you'll still see the stream, just as you always have. You can scroll through to find access to Dropbox's instructions, everything that you usually find in a stream of Google Classroom. But now, if you also click on the Classwork tab right up here at the top, you'll notice that I have things organized by week. So everything you're going to need to turn your work in for week 1 will be found in the Online Learning Week 1 section of the classroom up at the Classwork tab. And then next week I'll add week 2 and week 3. You get the idea. So you go into our stream, you click on Classwork, and you'll have everything organized nice and easy in one spot. This week we are working on the video games article. This article suggests that video games have some pretty tremendous benefits. So some of you might need some of this information when you're having discussions with mom and dad about whether you are spending too much time on your video games while we're all stuck at home. So first, let's take a look at the graphic organizer. Now, we've done this before. For this first week, I deliberately chose something that we've all already done. It's just new content, right? We've never done it with this particular article. So you know the drill. We take a piece of writing and we essentially deconstruct it to see if we could find evidence that might fit into 3 separate body paragraphs. The only thing different about this version of the graphic organizer is that I've color-coded it. Ooh, extra fancy. So I'm going to be looking for evidence that video games improve quality of life. I've got that color-coded yellow. I've got evidence to support the idea that video games boost brain development in pink. And then we've got physical fitness in this blue-green color. So what I'd like you to do next is pause the video and read the entire article from start to finish. And pause. Woohoo! You're back. Thanks for reading the whole article from beginning to end. So let's take a look at some of the features here in the article. First, we've got what looks a lot like a thesis statement right at the end of this intro section. So I've got that underlined, and you'll notice I've color-coded it pink for brain and this blue color for body. That does match up with the colors I've selected in the graphic organizer. And then I also noticed that in this section here, they talk a lot about improvements to quality of life, specifically for the disabled and mentally ill. So I've taken the entire article and color-coded it. If you want to do the same, that would be a nice step in the right direction so you know where to look to pull quotes for our graphic organizer. I've got our quality of life highlighted yellow here, and then most of the article focuses on the benefits to the brain. So you'll notice I've got a lot of text here highlighted pink. And then, looks like I used maybe the wrong shade of blue here, but we've got the blue here for physical development. Not quite as long as the brain boosting stuff in the middle of the essay. All right, so let's take a look at the yellow section. We'll see if we can work together to identify 2 quotes that might work for our graphic organizer. First, it's nice to know that recent studies by several noted research and scientific organizations have proven that playing video games can improve the quality of life for the disabled and mentally ill. So that's one quote I might use. I'll go ahead and bold that. And then down here, they kind of spell it out for us in layman's terms. Playing video games directly affects and impacts regions of the brain responsible for memory, spatial orientation, information organizations, and fine motor skills. So those could be the 2 quotes that I select to put into the yellow section of my graphic organizer. And then this is a great example of solid evidence. Playing video games has all of these impacts, right? And if you are making improvements to your memory, your spatial orientation, your information organization, and your fine motor skills, well, all of those skills that you're developing as a result of playing video games would also contribute to an improvement in quality of life, right? The better you get at those things, the more you can enjoy everything else that life has to offer. So those are the 2 quotes that I would likely put into my graphic organizer for the quality of life yellow section. So you guys will be responsible for selecting relevant, purposeful quotes to fit into the brain development category and the physical fitness category. Once you've got your information pasted in, you can go ahead and submit your completed graphic organizer. And then, of course, don't forget that this week you also need to complete No Red Ink. The No Red Ink is due by March 27th, and the graphic organizer is due by March 29th. All right, so that's gonna do it for this first week's lesson. Again, if you have any questions, a great time to contact me would be to shoot me an email or a private comment in Google Classroom between the hours of 2 and 3 on any weekday, but you're more than welcome to send me a note at any other time. I hope you guys are having a great week. Hopefully you're having some good time to connect with family and your wonderful pets, and I will see you again next time.